DC here. Hi guys and gals. Well, it's Sunday morning. What time is it? It is 20 to 10, so a bit later than I usually vlog on Sundays, but it doesn't really matter. And it is 14 Celsius outside, so rather cool, but as you can see, not that cold. Yeah, so walking around. I have not been such a constant vlogger in the last few weeks. We've had our vacation, and by the way, this is, let me see what the house is looking like now that they've finished painting. That's been a couple days now, but still. Yeah, so we'll walk around. I find it's looking good. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna turn around, talk about myself. Excuse me. I should have vloggers eat, or vloggers cough before I talk about. Here you can see the quince tree. And look at, we had a lot of hail. Big hailstorm was about, 5-6 weeks ago? So look how it basically has just shredded everything to pieces. And you can tell they're hurt, so to say. But look at that. That's all through the hail. So I don't know what it'll give this year, but probably won't be great. But anyway, that's just the way nature was this year. Yeah, so I was going to give you a little bit of an update. End of August, I had a heart incident. I don't know how to call it actually, because it wasn't really a heart attack, but my heart had gone out of control, so to say. It was, I'm 64, so the rule of thumb is 220 minus your age, so that would be 156, and it was going like around 156. That was in the a Thursday evening, and it wasn't coming down. So Mrs. DC called the emergency line, which is 144 over here in Switzerland, not 9. It's your 911 for those who are in Canada and the States. And the ambulance people, they asked one or two quick questions, so the emergency line, and they said, sit down and don't move, because they didn't want, to go into full blast, do something stupid and go into a full blast stroke or whatever. Oh, there's Mrs. DC. She's coming to work. Yeah, she's limping today. She was a little bit too ambitious, I think, when she did her sports the other day, and anyway, so she's limping slightly. Yeah. So yeah, back to that, what I was saying. So yeah, it was the ambulance people came over with the ambulance, and they checked, and they made like an electrocardiogram, the mobile stuff. And they said, oh, well, there's duress on the heart. Well, I mean, I guess so, because it was beating just so quickly. But as they said, it's not something we can tell. Is it a permanent problem or what? We got to stabilize your heart. So I had my, hopefully first, and I hope it will be one of the last, ambulance rides. I didn't actually put it on the bucket list, but if it had been, now I could take it off. And then they did the whole battery of tests. They brought, they added different products to bring the heart down to a normal rate. But I had blood tests and x-rays and scanners and ultrasounds and everything, and everything's okay. There is no, at least they said from what they could see, no reason to think of stents, no obstructions of the arteries, no infections in the urine or stuff like that. With the blood test though, they did find what they call an infectious marker, and they wanted to see if it was going to stay constant or go down, because an infection, depending on where it was or what it was, could actually be a reason of, you know, elevating, for example, the blood pressure and getting the heart going. But it went down. So I'm going tomorrow. They're going to put one of those straps or something on my end for the blood pressure for 3 days to just kind of check my normal life, because I'm back at work tomorrow. So I'll be working for a couple hours, go get that thing, and then go back to work. So yeah, that's it. Right now I'm taking beta blockers. Who knows for how long? I mean, I guess the whole thing right now is to stabilize. No, well, I mean, it is stabilized, but just to study what's going on. Yeah. Then on another front, you see, I'm just talking about health. It's age. You notice? I turned 64. I'm almost an old man now, I suppose, or I am an old man, and started talking about health. Yeah, so I went to the ophthalmologist. That was planned. Because of my right eye, I don't really see from my right eye. So when you only have one eye, you don't want to lose the other one, do you? So no, I got a really big cataract on the right eye. But the ophthalmologist said that I've got kind of an edema in the back of the eye in a way. So I got to be checked by I was going to say a super specialist to see if that's something that could, because it's theoretically, there's the possibility that it could eat at the optic nerve or the photocells, as she was saying. And well, she wasn't all that optimistic actually. But I have to be checked, and anyway they have to take off eventually that cataract. So another thing. So I thought, like, okay, on the one hand I won't be worse off, you know, whatever happens to the eye. Won't really be worse off, I guess, than I am now, because I don't really see from it anyway. So yeah, we'll see about that. So yeah, you know, for years not had anything, and all of a sudden within a month, well, yeah, I have had skin issues, but you know, really frankly, overall been relatively good health, and all of a sudden, you know, something happens. I just hope to get off of those darn pills. I hate taking pills, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's about it, you know. So the vacation this year is not actually being what I would call, you know, a first-rate vacation, although we did have a lot of time to play with the grandkids, and even went cycling about 4 or 5 days ago on flat ground, slow, and it was okay. You know, I was monitoring how I was, and everything was good. So yeah, you know, my little health update. Sheesh, I hate doing those type of things, but yeah. So tomorrow back to work, and I got to give a whole bunch of classes in the week after, so that's kind of like a heavy thing I got to give. Because of the darn COVID, we've doubled the number of classes, so it's like 40 classes. We found some type of a solution to, you know, take the load off of me a little bit, but we'll see how that goes. Anyway, yeah, I've been talking long enough, talking about health issues. Yuck. Anyway, DC signing off. Hope you have a great Sunday. I'm going to go in a little bit. Yeah, 11:30. There's an online service that we follow. I've talked about it before. It's over in Hennington in Oxford, and yeah, maybe I can just say 1 or 2 words. I'm coming up to 10 minutes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. You know, when we've been like becoming very close in a way to people that we don't know online. Hey, is that like YouTube? But I'm almost not looking forward for things to normalize, because they probably will stop doing their online services. There won't be any reason for them to do it. Oh, we'll see. Anyway, really, 10 minutes is up now, so DC signing off. Take care, everybody, and have a great Sunday. Bye-bye.